Good morning, friends. I'm Sharat again, back again, and I welcome you to this short video presentation. And I once again appreciate you for taking out few minutes with us, right? So I'm sure that you have gone through the product demonstration, because in the previous video we showed you some of the wonderful, fantastic cutting edge technology, right? So let's take a quick recap that what you saw in the previous video presentation. So you saw a proven company called Team Effort International, which got started in 2002, a fantastic cutting edge video communication services, right? So let's recap it. First was video designer, which is also called video email, right? Second is video channel, video website, which is also called video website. A video broadcaster, which is also called online webinar system, right? There were two packages. One is $250, and which contains 120 point value, and second is $399.9, which contains 180 point value, right? Now there is an annual renewal charges of $50. If you want to continue with the services and the business, you need to pay, and you can enjoy the service the next year. Now you must be wondering how to make money, my dear friends. You have seen the services, you have seen the company, you must be wondering how to generate income, right? So let's take it. I'll share you a slide with you before proceeding to that, my dear friends. You can see this slide is developed by Robert Kiyosaki. He's one of the greatest financial advisors, and he's one of the greatest motivational speakers. He owns institutions which teaches how to make money, right? How to build a fortune, right? So my dear friends, you can see, if you see my cursor, there are four ways to make money in this world. One, we can be an employee of a company. Second, we can be a self-employed person. Third is we can be a business owner, and fourth is we can be an investor. If we talk about employees, that means you have a job, right? That means you are in an active source of income. Now employees and self-employed category is an active source of income, wherein you do a lot of hard work. There is no security, there's no time for your family, right? Now if you go to a self-employed person, my dear friends, lots and lots of stress. You have put in lots and lots of money, large debts, right? Insufficient funds. Self-employed means you own a job or a small business. On the left side of category, my dear friends, there are 95% of the people, but they have only 5% of the world's wealth. On the right side, my dear friends, business owner, they own a system, and they have people who are working for them, and they have a passive source of income. Now they work easy, they have stability, they have time to spare time, they can enjoy with their family, they play golf, and they make money, my dear friends, because people are working for them. Investors, money works for them. Now they are only 5% in this world, my dear friends, and they have 95% of the world's wealth, my dear friends, and they enjoy a word called freedom, my dear friends. Now my question will be, do you want to be on the right side of the quadrant? If yes, we should own a business. Now if we now this word, when that this word business comes in our mind, that means lots and lots of investments, right? Now what is a business plan? What business should we choose, my dear friends? What concept uh, we should choose, and what should be our strategy? Now let's see some of the strategy. Let's see what is traditional sales. Now I'll ask you a question: should we go for a traditional way of doing a business, wherein there is a factory, right? A product is manufactured in the factory, then it goes to the distributor, then it goes to the wholesaler, then it goes to the retailer, and then it goes to the consumer. So it's a very big chain of people who are mediocre, which is called, they are mediocres actually. They earn lots and lots of money. Now for owning a traditional business, that means a lot of headaches and all. Now let us take example of a person he was a common man, and he got started with a huge business. Now what is he facing? He did a huge investments, he is facing competition, right? He has many overheads, he need to hire employees, and there is 100% risk. He has only limited market, he has to buy space, he's dealing with huge bills, and in the end of the day his break even will take at least 3 years. That means whatever money he has invested, it will take 3 years to recover it, my dear friends. That I'll ask you a question: will you go for a traditional business if you are a common man? The answer will be a big no, my dear friends. So what is the option? What should we do to get into that business quadrant without investing huge money and simultaneously avoiding overheads and risk, my dear friends? Now, is there any option? Yes, my dear friends, there is an option. Now, what is that? It's a proven plan. It's very simple and profitable, wherein there is a company and there is you and there is consumer. It's called direct sale industry, my dear friends, wherein you make most of the money. Now, what are the advantages of direct sale industry, my dear friends? Very low startup cost, no space required, you have a global market, no risk involved, flexible hours of working, my dear friends, no stocks, no overheads, you are provided with great training and support, and you have a monopoly. And if we talk about returns, the returns are huge. Now, after reading this, after listening to this, you will say wow, right? So I did the same thing, my dear friends. I said this is wow, right? Now, what we need to do to earn income from this business model? It's simple, my dear friends. You just have to use these services and you just have to share these services. Use the service, share with the people you know, my dear friends. Now, why share? Why sharing? Because word of mouth publicity is the most powerful way of advertisement. It is the most powerful way of promoting any product. Now, if you go to a movie and after coming back, and if your friends ask how was the movie, you give them feedback. If you give a positive feedback, they will go and see the movie. If you give a negative feedback, they'll not go for the movie. So whatever sales are generated, my dear friends, Harvard University said 85% of the sales generated in this whole world is due to our word of mouth recommendations. Every day we say that movie is good, that car is good, that shop is good, that doctor is good, that school is good, that institution is good. We give a lot of advice, right? So it's a sales process, my dear friends, and nowadays big companies are tracking this formula and they are putting into their business, right? So one of the company name is Team Effort International, which you are seeing right now. They have invented a technology and they are doing the same thing, word of mouth vision formula, my dear friends, right? You can see in the diagram how fast it goes, my dear friends, and and who is the beneficiary? The beneficiary are not big celebrities. The beneficiary are you and me, my dear friends, right? Now, after you purchase the product online, you can start as an end user or a promoter, or you can be both. You can be an end user and a promoter, right? Now, let's suppose that you purchased a $399 package, which gives you 120 points, and you are willing to be a promoter also. Now, after you purchase, you will get an ID password, and you will get a basic product training and a promoter training, and extended support will be given to you for presentation and online presentation and offline presentations, right? Now, let's suppose you started promoting these services through online or offline methods. Now, for each package having 120 points, if you sell a 120 points package, you will get an incentive of $35. Now, this person standing here, let's suppose that this is you, right? So this is you, and what you are doing, you sold this package to person A, and he bought a 180 point value package. How much you will get as an incentive? $35. Now let's take an example. You promoted a package containing 180 point value. It costs around $399. How much you will get? You will get $35 as a direct sales incentive, my dear friends. So you can refer this package to n number of people. If you refer this package to 10 people, how much you will get? $350, close to 20,000 rupees, my dear friends, right? So this is one way of promoting this business. This is called direct sales. Now let's see what is there for us if we want to earn leverage, right? You will be working in two teams, my dear friend, majorly team A and team B. Now listen to this very carefully, my dear friends. Every end user can be a promoter too, and everybody will be having their two teams if they want to be a promoter, right? So have taken this example wherein there is you are a technopreneur, and there is team A and team B, right? Now what they have done, you made a sale, right? Which you how much you got for that? $35. You made another sale, you got around $35. Now if they are promoting this service, right? So if three sales happens of 180 point value in team A, and three sales of 180 point value happens in team B, you will get a one-time executive bonus of $250, my dear friends, right? Great. Now after that your total income will be calculated on volume generated by team A and team B, right? And my dear friends, all the income will be calculated on a weekly basis. Now let's take an example. This is you, and you have a team A and a team B. Now if team A produce 720 point value or 360, and team B produces 360 point value, you will get $150. Let me say it again, let me explain it again. If team A produces 720 point value, right, and team B produces 360 point value, you will get $150 as cycle bonus. Or you can say team A produces 360 point value and team B produces 720 point value, vice versa, right? You will get $150 as cycle bonus. Now who did the effort? Your team A and team B did the effort, but you got the benefit. Now remember guys, I showed you a slide wherein there was four kind of people: employees, there was self-employed, business owners, and investors. Business owners are getting income of other people's time, other people's effort, and other people's skills. Same here, you are getting your income because of other people's time, efforts, and skills, right? So as I said, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, what he said, the richest people in this world look for and build network. Everyone else look for job, my dear friends, right? It's a very wonderful statement. I love this statement a lot, right? Now after that, when you start working and you are building your team and you are supporting your team, so what happens? Your network grows, right? And after a certain period of time, you start enjoying the leverage. You enjoy the leverage of team A and B. Whatever efforts they are doing, you will get the income on volume generated, right? As I told you, 720 in team A or 360 in team B, right? I'll explain in brief that 180. If you sell a package of 180 points, if team A produces 4 packages of 180 points, that is around 720 points. If team B sells 2 packages containing 180 points point value, that is around 360, right? So you can contact the person who have invited you. They will show you a graph and you will be able to understand it better, right? So maximum, my dear friends, on one ID you can earn up to $35,000 in a week, right? And the best part is there are people who have touched this income level also in India also, right? So if you are willing to meet them, contact the person you have who have showed you this business plan, right? Now important points to be noted, my dear friends: there is an annual renewal of $50, and it is for the both it is for both packages, that is $250 and $399, right? If you want to continue with the business and service, 10% GPU group product usage will be deducted from your income, and all the payments are calculated on a weekly basis. Our week starts on Thursday and ends on Wednesday, and all the payments are done. You get your payments through PayLution account after bank charges. An optional 1,000 rupees for training and support. We provide education and training support in several cities. It's optional. It's up to you that if you want to opt for it or not, right? So my dear friends, for more clarification, get back to that person who have invited you. I am sure that you are willing to know about the smaller package also, that is $250. So you can get back to that person who have invited you, and you were a nice audience and you are very patient, and thanks for that. And hope to see you again, hope to meet you again, and take care and have a nice day, my dear friends. Thank you very much.